Hi guys, I'm here today with the travel tip of the season, and these are these awesome travel power adapters, and it's not just a plug adapter. They are also delivering USB power and some even very high USB power at the same time. So I think this could be an awesome thing. So we have this 35 watts version, we have the 65 watts version, and then the ultra high power 100 watts version. But of course, if you can't decide, then buy all three of them, because they totally make sense even when you buy all of them, because it's always a huge advantage when you have a couple of different power plug adapters if you are in another country. I think it's an absolutely awesome idea, awesome concept, because till now I've always either been using a power plug adapter or a USB power supply. And here we have both items in just one device, and all of them are 5-in-1 or even 6-in-1. So we have multiple USB-C and USB-A ports, and on top of that we have even the AC outlet for the 110 volts or 240 volts. So we are not losing this outlet. The two high-powered USB power supplies come even with the latest GaN technology, which keeps these devices pretty cool even when delivering ultra high power. And that's super important. I can even tell about my own experience when I had some cheap power adapters in a hotel room and then it caught fire, and you never know if these smoke alarms are really working in the hotel rooms. So better buy something like that which is very safe. And you can not only use them for travel, you can just buy them, use them all year round as a very powerful USB power supply. And when you're going for travel, just take them out of the outlet, putting this into your suitcase, and you're prepared. And so here we have all the three of them. They also look very similar. Of course, they are not converting the power like from 100 volts to 240 volts or back, but they provide the right AC adapters. You can see that here. That's one version, that's the other version, and that's also another version. So combined, this works pretty much worldwide. On top of that, we have even a replaceable fuse, and you don't have to look up for the fuse if it really breaks. So if you are in a very rare situation that, for example, lightning hits the hotel and the fuse gets damaged, you have really a replaceable one here right inside, and so you can remove the one from here and take this one. Definitely pretty cool idea. By the way, this plug does not only cover US but also Australia. We can turn it to the side that it will fit for the Australian outlets. So we have really the plugs pretty much for the whole world. And the cool stuff is that not only on this side it works for worldwide adapters, also on this side it works for worldwide adapters. So no matter where you're coming from or where you're going to, it will always fit. You can also check this with one of these adapters right here. You can see UK fits, then US fits here on top, and the European plug works here on the top. Something which is also super important to see, that they are supporting these recessed safety plugs in the EU. But of course we don't have to use them. Sometimes we don't have these recessed plugs, so we can just move it inside. You can see we can also use it like that if you don't have these safety plugs there. And underneath we have the high power PD and USB-A also here and also here. And with the 35 and 65 watts, we have an additional PD here on this side, but not with the 100 watt version. So here we have 6-in-1, 6-in-1 and 5-in-1, but here we have higher power. And we can see the ports come also with a lot of compatibility. Here the PD port, for example, on the 100 watts can see all the compatibility and definitely proves 100 watts maximum. Of course, for the maximum power, they need also high voltage up to 20 volts. We have confirmation here. So let's do a quick ramp up test to confirm the maximum power. And we can see it has finished at 5.1 amps with 19.7 volts, which is pretty much 100 watts. And so let's do the same test with the 65 watts adapter. It has stopped at around 80 watts, so quite a lot more than actually listed. And now the last test with the 35 watts module, and we can see the maximum was also quite higher. And when we do the calculation, we can see that it has stopped at around 45 watts. And this is actually only the 35 watts module. So you can see how powerful this device actually is and how safe they are. By the way, of course, this is not damaged now because we have been using so much power. We can do this anytime again. So I start this test again. You can see we can do this over and over again. Nothing is going to happen. It always stops when there is a device consuming too much power. So it's not overheating, it's not exploding, not catching fire, nothing. So it's very, very safe. Of course, we cannot only use the power with one device. Of course, we can use power at the same time on all the different outlets. The details how the power can be distributed among the different USB outlets here are nicely described here in the back. So they're absolutely awesome. I couldn't find any problem so far. For me, definitely the best travel adapters which I've ever found. A really amazing combination of power plug adapters and high power USB output, so I can give you full recommendation. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the links of all of them down into the description of the video, so you can check them out and order one for you which you like, or buy all of them. That's even a better option, I would say. So you have one for you and the other ones for family members, friends, or whatsoever. You cannot use them only for travel. You can use them all year round and take them with you when you are traveling. Awesome thing. So I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.